So last time we were doing the add topic and we completed the add topic API and what is called as get all topic API. Okay, so let me add something here. Last time video I didn't upload it yet. I will upload today. Day 26. Today is 10. Continue. So we'll finish this API today. So now I created this add topic and when someone tried to change it, I didn't change this because we don't need a backend API. So this I kept same. We are calling the local one only. We are saving it locally add topic in our redux. But when someone tried to click the handle submit, we are calling the API, and after API, we again call the get all topic API, which will get the topics and update data. Let's run this and see how it goes. So here's the first project. Let's see first run install again. Any package is missing. And let's start. That's the name. Let me. We're doing add topics. I believe I add more from here. We will not repeat that for your exercise. So let me go and let's see which one for topic 6 here for the add topic. I will remove the node part of the for now. Okay, so if I add the topic, okay, I need to see why the server is down on it. Which type server is down? Let me restart the server. So till the server gets started, let's talk something about our feature plan, what we will be doing. Server is down, that's why it's not restarting the server. Okay, so let's try to next Saturday we're doing important TypeScript concept. So we will see how to convert a React app to TypeScript. So there are many things in TypeScript, but we will be concentrating only on our purpose, what is needed, in our day-to-day life. But then if you get stuck somewhere, if you go to advanced, you can take help of Google to get your answers. So we will be doing the important things. Maybe the complete TypeScript part I will take in future, not now. Now, one day I will take only all the important things, what is needed for our purpose. So Sunday, we will start our, you know, one of the demo app. So as we build the demo app, because whatever we did in React till now, we have to make it into practical. If you don't convert into a practical project, then you will forget it and you will not know how to use it practically on that thing. So what we will be doing, we will be converting into one demo app, and demo app will be, it's a big one, not a small one. And while doing the demo app, you can also try to do 2 or 3 your own apps based on what we do demo app. So for example, if I create one form in demo app, you have to create the same form in demo here in the class, because if you don't do together with me, you will be lost. I don't want anyone to get lost. So just try to do whatever I do same thing in the demo app. And at home, you can create 2, 3 more apps to support that. And after this, I will be taking, once the demo app is done, I don't know how many days it will take, maybe 1 month, 2 months, whatever it takes. I have to start the next phase also. So not sure when I will start. Maybe in addition to demo app, we will do next phase together. This demo app is only in the React phase, but I will be taking next phase. I want to start next phase soon. So this is also important thing to understand. So maybe few concepts every week, 5-10 minutes, I will take this also for you to understand next phase. Now in the demo app, we will be building a big app. It's not a small app, it's a big app. And we will use the concept of micro frontend. And while using this micro frontend concept, we will build a lot of applications. So what is micro frontend? I'll just tell you in short. Micro frontend is applications, small applications, and then combine into one. So let's say one application is here, one application is here, and we combine both application into container application. So we will be applying this 2 applications into the third container application. That's how the micro frontend works. So let's say this is built by Kate, for example, is here, and this is built by Anand, for example, and Kate doesn't know what Anand is building. Anand don't know what Kate is building. But then after they build, they can communicate with each other, coordinate with each other. That's a separate thing. But then these two applications will be taken and merged into this third application. So, for example, if tomorrow Anand application is done and Kate is also done, but Kate has some bugs, she can fix her application, and then no need to Anand to know that this is a fix, because this is a separate thing which Kate will fix. And Kate will only deploy her changes, so no need to even do the changes in the container application. It will be only change in the application 1, and container will take the latest from the application 1. So it's very easy to maintain because once, or if we want to change upgrade the version in Git, we can upgrade this version and we don't need to worry about these two kind of things. So the thing is that it's very manageable and this whole thing is very nice to understand. So when we build this demo app, we will start the concept of micro frontend, and then there will be some applications which will do the backend work. This will be also separate. And we'll deploy it to somewhere, some domain, so that you will get the idea of building locally and putting it in some domain so people can use it also. So this demo app is something kind of one of my dream project will be there, and we'll be building that one. Okay, so this is something we're starting. Let me start this for one hour. Let's see. I'll go to PC, T5, Wave, GitLab. Mm. 1 second, I will starting that up. Any question on this one? So yeah, so here I'll let you know what my project will be there, and you have to copy same project in your local together with me, and you have to create 2 or 3 or at least one app. Let's say one app, your own app. It may be different. Kate may use different, Anand may use different one. So you have to define which one you are doing. Okay? And everything will be committed in this repository. So I want to give you access to this repository, and you will be also committing your own one. So if you get issues, I can see what issues you are getting and how to fix it. Okay, so we will be starting this one next week. Okay, one more thing I have to do. Now, let's see now if that one is installed or not. Okay, it's working now. So we get the results here. Let's try to add new one. Test 9. I'm just checking my test 9 is coming here correctly. Okay, now this edit is still not working. We have to fix that one, but add and get is done. Let's try to do the edit one and delete one. So we have created add topic API and get all API. So let's try to complete the API part, and then we'll integrate it, edit and what you call as delete one. So this is the slides, not needed. But where did we did the? This is also in the topics here. I think we did the. Yeah, this is the update part where we call the ID. Yeah, let's try to take this. I will update the edit part also. In the edit API, I need the ID, which will be passed here, and I will paste the API here. So here will be, I have updated topics. I need input also, ID, and then I need input, and also I need this reference, because reference may be different for this purpose. Maybe we can put in object and pass it. Okay, so it's easy to pass an object, and I pass a reference, which will go here, and topic will go from the input. We call this API. And then we'll call the update topic. And once this is done, we have to get the data. Okay. So similarly, how we did in the add, these two lines, I will add it here. So I will say we call the edit topic API, and then we get all the topics again. And what we will do in the edit topic API. So this whole thing will be similar to what we did in a add topic. Here we constructed some body. We call the backend API using the put method, because update should always be a put method. Then we pass in the body, and then we dispatch the edit topic that we are done with the edit topic, and we call the get topic API again with the reference. So let's go to reducer and add this key value pair. We have edit topic, add topic API. Now we'll do edit topic API, and we will copy this. So after edit also we need to empty this topic part. So I call this and topic equal to empty. So once edit is done, we have to empty the text box. So we are updating like this. So we let's complete the delete also, and then we'll use it. So this is something similar to what we have done it here. And for delete also, we'll take the delete part and put it here in the delete one. Here also, once we are done, delete, we need to call this get all again. And we don't need we have to call the get all again. We have to pass the reference here in the delete also, and the ID. So it will be ID and reference. ID will be passed here, and reference will pass here to get all the data. Okay, so our delete is also done. Now we will convert our results into this one. So now we'll go to our results page. In the results page, previously I was calling handle action edit topic, but now we have to call. We have to first copy all this method, all this one into the results one. Okay, results one we have this we have. Now here we have to call all the API part also. So I'll say action edit topic API, and I'll call action delete topic API. So as soon as someone try to update it, I'll call the API. And in API, what we need ID, input, and reference. So I will say ID. ID is nothing but this value, if we have saved it. And input is input. So I'll say input, colon input. I can write this, but both are same. So I will only put input. And also I want to pass reference. Okay, what reference I have passed? I need to pass the reference, this one. We can keep this in some constant file, but now I'm just hard coding it. So in the edit topic, I just put topic here like this. And once we have to call delete topic, I have to further delete topic and I have to pass index. Previously we were passing index, but now we will pass the ID. So maybe I will pass here ID and reference. Reference will be nothing but the same because our delete one is expecting ID and reference. So I'll pass ID and reference. So this function I have updated it, and it's saying when we load the page, we should get all the topics which I have already updated here. API, we're using already API one. So only thing is now we have to fix the ID part. Previously we were using index, now we have to pass ID. Now what record we are getting? Let's see the record. So we know where the ID is. So record is having object ID. So this is the ID which we need. So let's try to fix that one. So wherever when I click something to edit it, I will set the value as record dot object ID. Previously we were setting index, now we will set the record dot index ID. And input I will set the record, that is the whole record will be saved. And in the handle delete, I will just say record dot object ID, because instead of index we will be using the record dot object ID. Why we are getting this red line? How will we fix this? Anyone knows? We are getting, because we have applied the click event on the span, so we are getting this red box. How to fix that?
Sir, can you please ask again?
So this is the span tag, and I applied the on-click event on the span tag, and so we are getting this red mark. How to fix this red mark?
Red mark.
Do you see this red line?
Yes, sir, I can see.
Yeah, how to fix that? So this should not come. This is showing some warning is there. Why the warning is there? Because I applied the on-click event on the span. So on-click event on the span is not correct HTML, standard. Generally, on-click should apply to button, but we have applied to span. So we have to put some additional tag so that this red line should go away. And that additional tag is aria hidden equal to true. If I put this, then this red mark will go. Similarly for this one. Okay, now what I will do, I will check the input, because we have to pass the input here. Previously, input was some kind of text. Now it is object. So when I am putting it input here, it is expecting some kind of text, not the object. So let's see what is the input is. So let me console the input. Okay, so let me click edit. You will see input is, this input is what you called as object, like this. Okay, so input is object, and we are passing this input. Here in the action edit topic. So here we can change we can change topic. Topic will be input.topic. So here we have to say input.topic. So we have to update here in our API file. Why I didn't change it here? Input equal to input dot topic. Why I didn't change here, but I changed here on the API side? Can anyone tell me why I changed here, not where I'm passing it? Okay, the reason is tomorrow I have one field. Tomorrow I have one, today I have one field, tomorrow I may have many fields to be passed to the backend. So I will be, adding one topic, topic one, topic two, age, gender. So here I will be, since I have object, so I will be updating all the fields. Right now we have the one field, so input is there. I can pass directly input the topic here also. But if in future there will be many key value pairs, so I pass out it. Okay, so edit is done, create kind of less verified. So if I change this edit, I'm not able to edit it. Let's see what happens. Okay, let me check what happens. I'm not able to click the edit part. So when someone goes here and tries to click the edit one, we update the input to the object. Previously it was a value, and I was checking the index, which is not correct now. So index was previously value and index was same because I was saving the value as index. Now value and index is different because here in the value I'm setting the object ID and I'm checking with the index. So what should I change this to so that it works fine? Can anyone tell me what should I change this so I should get? So this value is correct. I'm setting this object ID. Previously I was setting index. Now I'm checking index with value. So what should I check here? Okay, so we have to take this record. Each one is going as a record. So record.object ID should be equal to value. Because when you click something, you save the value as this object ID. So when we loop it, we should know that if object ID is equal to value, then we will enable this edit part. Okay, so maybe if you don't know, just try to run it on your local and try to see. Now if I try to edit this one, okay, here also it takes off. It's showing object. I have to show one field. So value is here. It should be input dot topic. So we are trying to edit the topic. And if someone try to edit it, this is the local page. So I will be using, since this is the object, now this is the object. Previously it was not object. Now it is object. So we have to, it has a topic. Now this input box is object. Okay. So now what we have to do, we have to pass the object ID also. And we have to pass this ID also. ID is the value, that is correct. Okay. So now what we have to do, since this input is object, I have to update the object in the arrow page method. I will take the previous value and I will say return previous, and then I'll say topic equal to p.target.value. So previously it was string, now it is object. So we use the callback function where we pass the previous value and we update the topic to the new value. So now let's change this one. Test 8, I'll put 2, 3, whatever I put. Then I click submit. Once I click submit, it goes to backend and we get the new record from the API. So let's take this one. Let's submit. It gets updated. Okay, but if I want to delete it, I delete it. We just can give information on, but now I'm directly deleting it. So now we have only this record. Any questions on whatever we did? So unless you don't do and go and run the project locally and do it, though you will see that you are getting the things, but you have to do hands-on work to really understand what's going on. Okay, I will remove all the unused functions. Any questions before we move further? I'll remove all the unused things. So we're not using search one anymore. Let me delete the search one. Okay, let me put in the document so that you can use it. So I will call the new post. Will be the post name is React Redux, please. So React Redux, please. Adding API in action. Okay, so I will be putting all the files so you can, if you have not done it, you can do it now. So this is the topic API, topic1.js. Then we have add topic.js. Then we have results.js. I'll be adding all these three. This is the topic. This is the add topic. Okay, this is the results. And we have to put the action, site action.js file, and the site's reducer. So I'll update this also. Okay, let me do that also. That is the action. This is the site section. And this is the reducer. So this is the reducer. Okay, let me put the categories is the JavaScript and the React.js. So you will see this React Redux 3.1, which you can go through and check it. Okay. So now we will do the same thing in the Redux toolkit way. So we'll be creating something called as React query. We'll be working on that one and we'll see how to do that one. So let's do that one now. So whatever API we have written here in the Excel, you see this one, delete one or edit one, we will be using the same API in a different way, the Redux toolkit way, and we'll see how to do it. So for that, we have to create one file called as the site service.js. And now I will be adding the things here in the Redux query way. So just pay attention to it, how we are doing it. Okay. So for that, first we have to import. So first we have to import two things from the Redux toolkit. I'll say Redux JS toolkit, and after toolkit, I'll go to query. After query, I will go to React. So this is the React query, and it is comes with the toolkit. Comes with the toolkit, and we have to import two things from this file. One is called the create API, and another one is page paste query. So first I take create API, and next is page paste query. Now I have to export with some name. I can name it anything, but for now I will name it as get all API. So you can name it anything, whatever you want it. And I will say create API. So whatever I imported this create API will go here, create API. And this is kind of function which accepts some object here inside. So we will fill this object here. And then I put it this export constant, get all API. I will ask for console.log here, get all API. And then we'll see what's going on. Okay. And now I have to call this get one. I have to call this get one in my store. Okay. So let's go to store. And in the store, I will call this one get API. Let's call it import get all API from site service. So what I did was others. So what I did, I created one get API and I'm importing here. Why I'm using curly bracket here? Because I'm not exporting as a default. If I would have exported this as a default, then no need to put this curly bracket. But since I'm exporting just a constant, so I'm putting this curly bracket. So I have imported get all API here. And let's see what we're getting here. Get all API 2. I'll check what we are getting it here. Okay, let me restart this one. We'll see now what we're getting it, and then we'll try to getting some error. That's fine. Okay, so maybe we have to finish this API a little bit, and then we have to use it. So let's do it before we really put it into the store. We have to put some details here to make it work it like this. So in the create API, I have to give one is called the reducer path. So I have to give some reducer path. So maybe I can say get all API reducer path. Just for now, I will put this one to know that I have put this here. Second thing which I have to do, I have to give the base query. In the base query, I will call this page base query. So here I say page base query. And inside this, I have to give some base URL, which I will use for my API. So here I have to put the base URL, which I have to use. So for example, in our case, I will put this as the base till API. So again, in the base URL, I have to give the URL. Then we have to give the endpoints. We have to give the endpoints. Endpoints is a kind of function, arrow function. And it gives me some kind of builder. Okay, we'll see what builder are. So I'll do the console.log builder, what comes in the builder, let's check it. And here I will return on the things which I want to build kind of thing. Maybe I can say get all will be some kind of blah, 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 something I like it. So here I will return different kinds of API which I need for this endpoint. So what API I need? I want one edit one I want delete one I want all, and one I want edit add one, and one I want for we have not created this one, but one get one. Only I want a single record that I will put it here. So I will be putting different API things here soon in few minutes. So let's check it now. So if I refresh now, first we'll see builder. Builder is having the query and mutation. So if you are doing get call, you have to call the query. And if you're doing post call or put call or delete call, you have to use the mutation. So either of these two methods, we have to use it. In the get API, this is something I consoled it in the site service. And this is I consoled it in the store. Both are same actually. I just consolidate both the places. So you will see one we have reducer path, which we defined. Then we have the reducer middleware, a lot of things are there. So just to see, I just called it. Okay, now what we will do, since it is working now here, I will remove this, I will remove here. So what changes which we have to do? I call the get all API. Now here I will put some key. What will be the key? Key will be this reducer path. Since this is a dynamic, so I will say get all API dot reducer path. So the key will be this reducer path. And what will be the reducer? Everyone is using the reducer. So here also we have to give some reducer. It will be got get all API dot reducer. So we get reducer also. So if you see, we are getting reducer also, and we're getting reducer path also. So this reducer we will put as a reducer, and reducer path will give reducer path. So this is a key and this is a value. Also if you see in the get all API, if you see get all API, we have the middleware. So we have to use this middleware also, otherwise this will not work. So where to put this middleware? We have to put this middleware in the middleware section. So after concatenate logger, we will do another concat, and here I will say get all API dot middleware. We get middleware also, we put this middleware here. Rest all things will remain same. Let's see now what we're getting it. So if you see, we are getting one more path, get all API reducer path. where we have different types of things. We don't care about this thing. I will show you what things to be cared about. Okay, so these all things are just for their purpose. Okay, let's try to see now what is important. So I'll go to site service here. I will try to build all the API here in our case. So what API I need? Let's try to see. First is I need the get all. So I will create one as a get all API. So I told you in the builder we have the mutation and the query. Query is for all the get calls and mutation is for all put, post and delete methods. Still the get call is get call. So we will use builder dot query. What will come inside? I will tell you in few minutes. Second function I want get one. What will be the type? Whether I will put builder dot mutation or builder dot query. What should I put? Builder dot query or builder dot mutation? Shall I use builder dot mutation or builder dot query? Since this is also get call, so we will use builder dot query. Now next is create. So this is the add one. This add one. This add one. So for add one, I will name it here as a create one. So now what should I put? Builder dot query or builder dot mutation? Mutation, right? So I will say mutation. Okay, next is I will just define it and then we'll go inside it. Next is update. Builder dot mutation. Since you all know, because this is post, put or delete, we will use mutation. And next one is a delete. Since delete is common word for all the things, many things. So I'll say delete record. And here I say builder dot mutation. Okay, so we created whatever functions you have to create for this API. You can put it in only one file. Don't create multiple files because the base is same. So you can add 10, 15, 20 API here, whatever API you have. We don't need builder now. Now, let's see what happens now before we fill each one with different parameters. Let's see what it goes. So if I refresh, you will see no error is there. Now, if I go into get all API, you will see I will get lot of hooks for each one. For example, I created get all. I'm getting the use get all query. So I got the hook use get all query. Next is I got use get one query. So I have the get one also. I got use get one query. Then I have create. So it's saying use create mutation. Since this is mutation, I get use create mutation. This is automatically created by Redux toolkit. And so I'm getting it here. And then we have use delete record mutation. And then we have the delete use update mutation. Though we have this lazy part, don't worry about lazy part. We will not be using lazy part. We have to use this important things. So we are getting, based on whatever name I have given, it is converted into use and my name and mutation or query. So let's copy one by one. So let me copy one by one. One is this. Let's put it in some object kind of thing. totally good. Okay, so now what I will do, I will write down export constant, and then I will put all this name and then say get all API. So that means I'm getting all these hooks. I'm getting all these hooks and exporting it to use it. So this is a get all API, and I export all these hooks externally so I can use it. So if I want to get all, I will call this hook. If I want to call one get one, I will call this hook. So like that, I will be calling different one. So now, okay, so this is done. Our this page is done. Service page is done. Now, not yet completely done. We have to fill this all the parameters. So let's fill this parameter today, and we will continue other things next time. How to use it, we will do next time. Okay, let's finish this today. How to complete this. So here I need the query, which is a function, and this query should return some kind of result, means some kind of URL, which I need to call when someone calls the get all. Okay, so we need this query. We need this query. Why we are getting this one? Okay, so this should go in curly bracket for it. So inside the builder query, I have to use the curly bracket, and then first parameter I will pass query, and this should return some URL which we can call to fetch the results. Okay, this is the query which we need. In this get one also, I need the query. Okay, so we will. So for everything we need the query, which will be the URL which we have to build it. Let's put here also query. And here also I'll build some query. So this will be the URL. Return will be some URL which this Redux toolkit will call when we use this function. Okay. Also, we need some more things. So maybe I can say tags. We will put a provide tags. So tags will be some kind of array, and you have to give some name for it. So tags is such kind that if node is already called, so they will not call it again. So it's kind of for caching mechanism, the tags are needed. So that's needed so that we can cache based on this tag. So you can name it anything, whatever you want to name it. So let me add tag for another get call. So this provide tags will only be used for the get queries, not for the mutation. So in the mutation, we will only say when someone creates a record, which tags we have to invalidate. So we have to use invalidate tags. Invalidate tags means you will say invalidate nodes tags and get the record back again. So here we are caching the record, and here we are invalidating it, so it will get the record back again. So same thing, we will put invalidate tag in all the mutation cases. These are the optional, you can skip this part also, but for now I'm putting it for my use case. Now let's complete the first one. In the first one, if you see in the first one, get all, let's see how the get all works. So we need the reference. So let's pass the reference as a parameter. We can Okay, let's pass the reference as a parameter. Also, I will pass the sorting part. Also, I will pass the order, S order, so that we can, for now, I don't want to give you so much things. Let's do only reference for now. So I'll pass the reference, and then I will do what reference I am getting. And I will return, we have to return the URLs, which will be appended after this one. So what will the URL after this one? This one. So I have to return this one. So after API, we will be nodes, reference, it will be reference, which we are passing it here, and sort order. Okay, so we'll return the URL like this. Let's try to do same thing for the get one. In the get one, I expect ID. Okay, and then I will return nodes, and I will pass the ID, $ID. So here we have to return the URL in every case in all the query, which will be called based on the requirement. Now for the create one, I need the body. For the create one, I need the body. This body will be passed, and here I will say return. So here in previous case we were returning simple string, but here since we have the headers also, body also, so we will be returning URL. URL will be simple nodes, and we will also state the method which we have to call. It's a post method, and we have to pass a body, which is something which we created here. We'll add the body. So we have to pass this body here in this one. For the update, what we need for update, we need, so I will pass as object ID and body, and then I will return same thing here. Return object will URL will be /nodes/$ API. So for update we need the node ID, and for the method we will use the put method, and for body I will put the body which is coming from here. And last thing will the delete one. We need ID here, which will be passing ID, and here I will return URL, which will be /nodes/$ID, and also I will put the method delete. Okay, so this is done where we are passing different parameters in the query. I'm just doing console.log ID and body. I'm just putting console, which we will use next time, but I'm just putting it here for our purpose. Okay, so this file is the site service. I will update it in document so that you can use it whenever you want it. But then we will next time we will create redux 4 redux toolkit, and we're using React queries. Okay, so I just put site service.js file. It will be this one. You can refer this, and I will also put a store so that you can update the store also. Any questions in creating this one? So all the API file will be created in the similar fashion which I have created here. And then next class, we will see how to use it. And we'll also do the TypeScript part. But let's publish it. Let me put categories. Any questions? Yeah, so I will upload today's video and last time video today. Last time video is not uploaded. So maybe after a couple of hours, I will upload it. So you can watch it. So this is all we are done.